and welcome to Montgomery, Alabama. We're excited to be here. A couple of teams prepared for a showdown to see who will emerge as victors in today's IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Akron Zips, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Zips offense is on the field for the first time today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish this.
It's a seam wide open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Moving away from pressure. Got a little space. Inside the 40. He's pushed out of bounds. Inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
They think there's room to run to the right here. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Curry. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Zips send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt is in the air. And they'll just down it right there. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will get the ball for the first time. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And the Chanticleers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding this receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Chanticleers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Unloads quickly. Nice move to keep running. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that.
There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Chanticleers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quick release on the RPO. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Chanticleers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's John. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And the Chanticleers will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Steamrolls his way ahead. Quick step and go. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Chanticleers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. RPO complete to open the drive. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
And the Zips now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the shot to clears will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field the punt and take it back. And now the hit knocks it loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Every punt returner is going to try to score a touchdown every time he gets the ball, all right? You got to do a better job, though, with ball security, understanding that you're not going to the house, but you can't turn it over and give it right back to the other team.
He leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, going up top. Looking left. It's complete. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Zips look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. It's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Curry. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Quarterback may change this route. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Newell. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7th. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Trying to bully their way in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
The second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And after the 3-spot, guys, we're all tied up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking to throw, it's Barber. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fears the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Chanticleers come to the line in the hurry-up. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Andy's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. To the air on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Zips.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the 2nd half.
And they won't try another play, instead taking a knee, and they'll head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out. When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Behind his tight end. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. After that last completion, it's second down. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Bush. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the shot to clear has had this offense rolling. Using the quick game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to throw. It's Martin working that wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Got a man. It's Tucker. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Going up top again. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's ends now on game.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Turning on the Jets. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Zips with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Curry. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
To the air on second down. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Zips are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Zips will line up to punt it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading cover.
Wide open spaces. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
From the gun, the running back has it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Chanticleers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back on the option to give. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Dropping back, it's Barber. Buys a little time. And as they get into the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. And the shot to clears will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play. I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
The Zips are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. Off play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Zips will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Offense all on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The shot that clears want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the shot that clears can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Oh, out of space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, It's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Gives it on the option. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, shot to clear. Great job by the back on the option.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna sling it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Newell.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's
It's a running room. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Got a man. It's Adams. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The Zips are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Zips headed quickly to the line. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Rushes on him. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Bring in the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. They pulled a little closer, now down 20-13. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with...
He's loose. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
The Chanticleers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Looking for room at the 40. There's a live football. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turn.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Got his man. Across the 25, he's got room. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. The Zips have pushed it inside the 20. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air. It's Barber. Finds the tight end. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice.